The road to the 2026 World Cup has been long and treacherous, with dreams hanging in the balance for every single nation that dared to believe. 206 countries started this journey with hope in their hearts and visions of glory dancing in their heads. Only 48 would make it to North America, leaving behind a trail of broken dreams and shattered expectations. The first 3 were already guaranteed their spots before a single qualifying match was even played. United States, Mexico, and Canada earned automatic qualification as the proud host nations of this historic tournament. That left 45 precious spots up for grabs, with every confederation fighting tooth and nail for their share. 6 confederations across the globe, each with their own unique path to World Cup glory. Let's start our journey in Asia, where the battle for qualification was nothing short of ferocious. 46 ambitious teams began qualifying in the Asian Football Confederation, each dreaming of North American soil. 8 direct spots were available, with 1 additional playoff spot up for grabs for the brave. Iran was the first to book their ticket, winning Group A with a dominant and ruthless performance. Uzbekistan made history with their very first World Cup qualification, a moment their nation will never forget. South Korea, Japan, and Australia all qualified comfortably, as expected from the Asian giants. Jordan joined the party, another first-time qualifier achieving the incredible. Saudi Arabia and Qatar both fought their way through the 4th round to secure their spots. Iraq won the Intercontinental playoff with a dramatic victory, punching their ticket to 2026. 9 Asian teams total qualified, setting a new record for the Confederation. Now let's travel to Africa, where the CAF qualifying campaign was pure drama. 53 African nations battled fiercely for just 9 direct spots in the tournament. Morocco, Senegal, and Algeria, the heavyweights of African football, delivered when it mattered most. Tunisia, Egypt, and Ivory Coast all topped their respective groups with style. Ghana and South Africa also qualified, adding more firepower to a strong African contingent. Cape Verde, a tiny island nation of just 600,000 people, shocked the world. They qualified for their first World Cup ever, an incredible fairy tale story. Dr. Congo won the playoff against a tough opponent and secured their place in history. 10 African teams total will represent the continent in 2026, the most ever. Now let's head to North America, where CONCACAF qualifying was intense and unpredictable. 3 host nations guaranteed their spots, leaving 3 more direct places to fight for. Panama qualified once again, earning their 2nd World Cup appearance in history. Haiti returned to the World Cup stage after an agonizing wait of 52 long years. The emotions were overwhelming as the Haitian players celebrated their historic achievement. The playoff spot went to Trinidad and Tobago, who defeated a tough CONMEBOL opponent. 7 teams from CONCACAF will feature in the 2026 tournament, a fantastic showing. Now let's cross the Atlantic to South America, where CONMEBOL qualifying is always a war. 10 nations compete in a brutal round-robin format, a marathon of football. 6 direct spots were available, with 1 playoff spot for 7th place. Brazil was first to qualify, as expected from the 5-time champions. Argentina followed closely, with Messi leading his team to another World Cup. Uruguay, Colombia, and Ecuador all secured their spots with strong campaigns. Chile made it in the 6th position, a dramatic qualification on the final day. Venezuela finished 7th and will face a playoff against a CONCACAF opponent. 6 South American teams are guaranteed, with Venezuela still fighting for their chance. Now let's explore Europe, where the UEFA qualifying is always the most competitive. 53 European nations fought for 12 direct spots in the tournament. France, England, Spain, and Germany all qualified, as expected from the heavyweights. Italy returned after missing 2022. Redemption for the Azzurri fans. Netherlands. Portugal, and Belgium all secured their places without too much trouble. Croatia qualified once again, the golden generation still going strong. Switzerland and Denmark completed the direct qualifiers from Europe. 12 European teams will represent their continent, a massive presence in the tournament. Now let's go to Oceania, where the OFC pathway is a completely different story. New Zealand dominated the Oceania region, winning every single match. They secured their place in the Intercontinental playoff, but had to wait for confirmation. New Zealand defeated the CONMEBOL representative in the playoff with a stunning performance. The Kiwis are going to the World Cup 2026, their first appearance since 2010. One team from Oceania will represent their region, a historic moment for New Zealand. Let's now talk about the Intercontinental playoffs, the last chance for dreamers. 6 teams competed in 2 mini-tournaments for the final 2 spots. Iraq won their playoff against a tough Asian opponent in a dramatic final. New Zealand won their playoff against the CONMEBOL team in a nail-biting match. The final 2 spots went to Iraq and New Zealand, both earning their place. Now, let's look at the full breakdown of qualified teams by confederation. 9 teams from AFC, including first-timers Uzbekistan and Jordan. 10 teams from CAF, including historic qualifiers Cape Verde. 7 teams from CONCACAF, including returning Haiti and Panama. 6 teams from CONMEBOL, with Venezuela still fighting for the playoff. 12 teams from UEFA, the largest contingent in the tournament. 1 team from OFC, New Zealand making a triumphant return. 48 nations will meet in North America. The stage is set. But there are also heartbreaking stories. Countries that came so close. Nigeria missed out on penalties, breaking millions of hearts across Africa. Sweden lost in the playoff, their World Cup dream shattered once again. Peru fell at the final hurdle, South American hearts broken. These are the stories that make World Cup qualifying so compelling. For every triumph, there is heartbreak. For every celebration, there are tears. That is the beauty and cruelty of World Cup qualification. 48 teams are ready. The draw will decide their fates. Groups will be formed. Rivalries will be born. Legends will be made. The 2026 World Cup promises to be the most exciting tournament ever. Subscribe, like, and comment your favorite qualified team. The journey is just beginning.